Hello and welcome to our Prague studio, a place where we work, have meetings, work on all of the bespoke products. Today it's Sunday, so that is the reason why nobody's here in the office, but at least we have a little bit of time with each other to show you around in a detail. Let me start with my favorite product, Patchwork Table. It's a table that we launched in September 2024. It's made out of different types of wood. All these woods been kind of reclaimed from our wood supplier who had little leftovers of different interesting types of wood that we wanted to use and do something interesting with it. So the patchwork is this kind of like a organic mixture of all these types of wood. A project that we really enjoyed that I like to talk about quite a bit is a marquetry made for bar Forbina. This bar was designed by studio Olgoj Chorchoj and illustrations were made by Michal Bačák. And what is interesting about this marquetry is that it also consists of pieces of steel and glass, 7 different types of wood, and it was a very interesting project, over 100 square meters of marquetry done in a very short period of time of 6 weeks, and it was over 1,400 hours of labor creating all this. So it's definitely worth checking here in Prague. Another bespoke project that we have here is actually a one-to-one sample for a company called CMS. The reception bar was designed by studio Storytelling Architects, and it consists of patinated brass and cast glass. This section is actually for us to test if everything works, also for client to see how it will look like, the effects. But it's also important for us to test all the bolts, all the assembly points, and all the interesting mechanics of the piece. One part that is interesting is also the backside, because it's all made out of welded steel, and there are highly polished stainless steel plates reflecting the light, and it's quite modular, so we made it from 32 different pieces. One of our flagship products is also Solid Bar. It's one of the older projects we did in the start of a company in year 2020. It's solid oak and solid brass details. All these brass details are custom machined for this product, and the tempered glass is for reinforcement. My favorite detail is that glass is actually a structural piece that holds everything together. It's been done in a limited edition of 12. Then we have a couple of wall chairs. It's different versions, different prototypes. This one is from ash, solid oak here, that was bespoke made for restaurant Kuchy na Hrade here in Prague. So you can see also other different colors where we mix the fixtures and the woods in different colors. And here we come to our lounge space. This product is called Steel Lounge Chair. It's also quite recent. It's all made just with steel upholstery and solid wood. The second main idea was to have an extreme comfort. That's why I come to play these 2 other prototypes of the chair. This one is prototype number 3 that we call a dentist lounge chair. It's really uncomfortable. This one is prototype number 5. Is already getting there, and the final version that we have over here has a complicated mix of different foams sliced in the seat and backrest, what makes the extremely comfortable seat. We really try to find like something that will kind of hug you when you sit down and is extremely comfortable. So this is our solid stool. It's actually an interesting product because we had a big table that we designed a couple of years ago, and every time we manufactured one of the tables, we had small leftovers that we wanted to use, and from these leftovers we are actually making these little stools, so there is no waste. In between all of the products you can find some other small products like our step vase. Other products that are here in the vast majorities, I would say, are the lights. As you can tell, a lot of them are prototypes. This one is bespoke made for restaurant Stango, designed by architect Tereza Froňková, and has a little nice switch that you can use. There is also a small lamp here that we are prototyping now for a restaurant in Slovakia, in Bratislava. There is some older pieces as a light transmission that I designed with my ex-colleague Václav Mlynář as a studio D-form. And there is also aroma lamp that we designed for a Czech company called Saint Roche. Here's my motorbike, plants to keep it green, and some interesting molds, steel molds that we use for manufacturing, or some old molds that are quite interesting and inspiring, samples of textures, and a prototype of a light again. One thing that would be interesting to mention would be our prototype wall. We have a wall full of different objects that we kind of gathered over the years. Pretty much 90% of it is something that we manufactured in person, because a lot of client meetings are happening in this room, and a lot of times when we discuss, we feel like it would be great to have a look on a different technique or material or a finish. So we try to have on hand a lot of different materials so we can kind of quickly prototype and do different mood boards. We have different colors of glass, we have different types of steel machining, different patinas. Our fixture system that we use for the lights. Also, sheet materials are very useful for architects to test the different colors. We have different tints of whites and blacks because those are extremely popular. And also beautiful finishing on wood that we can pretty much mix any tints, but there are some that work really well that we like to keep on hand. We use beautiful finishes from Rubio Monocoat, and we really like the way they look with the oak. Recently we started a collaboration with a company called Emery Allen. We use their bulbs for our products because they are really long lasting. So we have this little prototype tray. This is one type of fixture that we can swap. We can easily pull a light bulb and see the effects that it will give us. We use hanging system from a German company called Reutlinger to make sure that everything is hanging really securely. And other than that, it's all just a mix of different prototypes that we like to have at hand so we can show it to the clients and work with them in a detail. Last but not least, this is our little Prague office. This is where we all sit. It's kind of like a cozy space that we really enjoy spending time in. There's a little chill zone with a drum set in the back, a bit of a let your steam out area. In the next video, we will show you our workshop that is just behind the wall behind you, and we can go through some tools and techniques that we have here in Prague. All of the objects we have here are current as of August 2025. We do swap things around quite often, so if you want to see how things change and what other new prototypes we have here, do subscribe. If you're interested in any product in particular, do let us know in the comments. And also, if you want to see more of the projects that we haven't had a chance to show you here, do have a look on our webpage. There's plenty more products, there's plenty more projects, and you can find the link in the description. And I see you in the next one.